It is the case of a little girl this community has never forgotten or stopped talking about. Ann-Gotlib's disappearance from the Bashford Manor shopping mall in the summer of 1983. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Night Team. I'm Doug Proffitt. 25 years later, police said a man who had died years earlier in prison was responsible for her disappearance. Our focus team has worked for 3 years to get the LMPD investigative files. WHAS11 Night Team's Tom Lally is here now with that, and he's been talking with her parents tonight. Tom?
Yeah, as you mentioned, Doug, I talked with Ann's family today, who say though the case was closed, they never got closure. I also spoke with Dave Stingle, the former Jefferson County Commonwealth's attorney, who announced the case was closed in 2008. I asked, when he looks back all these years later, what sticks out about the case. Here's his answer.
Just the family, the mother and father losing their daughter and not being satisfied.
On June 1st, 1983, Toly and Ludmilla Gottlieb lost more than a daughter. They lost their hope for a better life.
It would be a terrible tragedy for any family, but for us, it was double or triple because our goal to immigrate was to create the brighter future for our child.
Born in Kyiv, Ukraine, the family moved to Louisville in 1980 to give their daughter, Ann, a better life than they had. Just 3 years later, the then 12-year-old went to Bashford Manor Mall riding this bicycle, and they never saw her again.
All those dreams were just cut down.
Over the next 3 decades, the Jefferson County Police Department turned LMPD searched endless tips and dead ends. When the department and Commonwealth's attorney announced the case had been solved and that the man responsible, Greg Oakley, had already died in prison for unrelated charges, Ann's parents never saw proof. And in their words, it is unsolved.
We still don't have anything. Any resolve, no grave to put flowers on.
Her hope has diminished, and their daughter's story is left without an ending. So, our focus team has been working for 3 years to get LMPD's investigative file on the case. Now, we're starting to see it. Tips and letters sent by people who might have seen Ann Gottlieb. Her parents told us that some of the files have been shown to them, but they've never had a chance to review them. Each step that was taken to solve this case.
Nothing lasts forever, and somewhere should be the end.
Well, Tom, certainly, I think in 2008 even, we were all left wanting a clear-cut picture of what really happened when the case was suddenly closed by the police detectives. So what did the Gottliebs tell you about that police conclusion?
They say, though, they had the conclusion, they still didn't get closure. And I actually want to show you, they shared with me this book that they still keep of newspaper clippings and details about their daughter's disappearance as our team continues to investigate what happened.
Okay, thank you very much, Tom. And our reports will continue this week on WHAS 11 News, starting again tomorrow. For a closer look at these documents that we're getting from the police department and WHAS 11's fight for that information, visit WHAS11.com and click on Focus.